Gypsy Rose Blanchard's ex, Ryan Anderson, addresses rumors he's asking fans for money. Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. Hope your day is so well. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's estranged husband, Ryan Anderson, has recently learned that his name is being tied to a dangerous online scam. During his latest TikTok video, the Louisiana native warned viewers that someone claiming to be him on social media has been asking fans for money in exchange for talking to him. Since he's being impersonated, Anderson decided to raise awareness about the situation in hopes of preventing anyone else from falling for the scam. On Thursday, September 26, Ryan Anderson shared a new TikTok video explaining the unfortunate situation. It's been brought to my attention that there is somebody going around claiming to be me scamming people for money, he revealed. The special education teacher urged fans to be careful since he would never ask anybody for money. I would not do that, and please know, if somebody does that, it's not me, he said. Apparently, the person impersonating him has been promising fans an hour-long chat if they give him money. Guys, that's ludicrous. I would not do that to you, Anderson said. He then reassured fans that their support is enough. If fans are ever confused about whether an account is him, Anderson said all they have to do is look for the blue checkmark near his name. He confirmed he only has one public TikTok and Instagram account. Both are verified, so it should be easy to tell they're official. Although he also has Facebook, his profile is private. He wouldn't accept fans as friends since he only befriends people he personally knows. Ryan Anderson rose to internet fame earlier this year due to his relationship with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The two wed in July 2022, while Blanchard was in prison for co-conspiring to murder her mother, D.D. Blanchard. After her early release in December 2023, Blanchard and Anderson began living together for the first time. They ended up splitting in March. Shortly afterward, Blanchard reconciled with her ex-fiancé, Ken Urker, and is now expecting a baby with him. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is expecting her first child with boyfriend Ken Urker. The pregnancy, announced in July, is advancing into the second trimester. The couple revealed the baby's gender, a girl, a month after announcing the pregnancy. Common second trimester symptoms like thigh discomfort and cravings for different foods have emerged. The Gypsy Rose, life after lockup star has found enjoyment in the newfound changes as her pregnancy progresses. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, star of Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup, reveals her journey through the fascinating second trimester of her unplanned first pregnancy. The updates came via Instagram and YouTube, documenting her physical changes, arising symptoms, and the joy of expecting. Mid-July, a YouTube video showcased Blanchard announcing her pregnancy. The 33-year-old shared the news of her first child with boyfriend Ken Urker. Describing it as an unplanned but welcome surprise, the couple is excited for the journey into parenthood. In August, pink confetti flying from popped cannons signified Blanchard's baby's gender. It's a girl. The Instagram video captured the couple's ecstatic moment. They expressed their excitement and gratitude for the support from family, friends, and fans alike. In an exciting update, Blanchard spoke about her baby girl's routines and movements. Through her YouTube video, she happily shared how the baby is active, especially between 9 and 11 p.m., and mellow during the day. Observing her baby's movements keenly, Blanchard made an interesting observation. Sweets, notably Kit Kat bars, seemed to stimulate her baby's activity, creating what she describes as a magical experience. While she missed the kicks when the baby is silent, the moments add to her joyous pregnancy journey. With her progressing pregnancy, Blanchard has encountered a few physical discomforts. She revealed that standing for long durations or lying on one side often leads to her thighs feeling numb, a symptom she learned is common during pregnancy. To navigate these discomforts, Blanchard takes frequent breaks throughout the day. She also developed cravings for different foods, especially applesauce and fruits, leading her to keep packs in the fridge. Satisfying her sweet tooth and appeasing her baby's activity proved to be an unexpected mix. Despite the minor discomforts, Blanchard embraces her pregnancy journey with gratitude, expressing joy for things going smoothly. Her pregnancy progression sheds light on the ups and downs that come with motherhood, demonstrating her positivity and the beautiful anticipation of her growing family. In summary, Blanchard's pregnancy journey is an enchanting tale of navigating the unexpected with grace.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ken Urker were spotted at the same LSU game as her ex, Ryan Anderson, sparking immediate fan speculation about a possible run-in. As fans know, just 3 months after being released from Chillicothe Correctional Center, Gypsy Rose moved out of her home with her then-husband Ryan and returned to her parents' house. She has since filed for divorce from the special education teacher. Shortly after, Gypsy Rose Blanchard rekindled her relationship with her former fiancé, Ken Urker, and the couple is now expecting their first child together. On Saturday, the ex-convict and Ken decked out in purple and yellow gear to cheer on the Tigers at the LSU game. After seeing Gypsy's TikTok, fans realized that her ex-husband, Ryan, was also at the game, sparking fans to question if they ran into one another, but Gypsy shut those rumors down. "We didn't run into him. It was so crowded. I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game," she replied to a comment. It was like, eye emoji. It's probably for the best that the three didn't cross paths, as it could have been incredibly awkward. Especially since Ryan has mocked Ken several times in his live TikTok videos. Following her split from Ryan Anderson, Gypsy Rose Blanchard spoke candidly about the difficulties she encountered in the final stages of their relationship. "I described the Gypsy Rose who went into prison as someone who was very lost and confused," Gypsy told People magazine. "Now she's a little bit more wise, has a little bit more experience under her belt, and is still very hopeful for the future. I think that there is a sense of freedom of following your heart, following what you feel like is right for you," she continued. "In my marriage to Ryan, I felt like a part of me was lost in it. And so I feel like I found that missing piece of myself that I always felt was lost, and now reclaiming that back. I definitely feel a sense of belonging in that space. It's heartbreaking because no one gets married to get a divorce," the ex-convict continued. "Processing those emotions has been hard." Following her breakup with Ryan earlier this year, Gypsy rekindled her relationship with her former fiancé, Ken Urker, who originally reached out to her with a letter of support after watching the 2017 HBO documentary, Mommy Dead and Dearest. "I wrote him back and pretty soon we just started writing on a weekly basis," she told E! News in 2019. "We became fast friends. It was pretty soon after that we started talking on the phone. We would spend hours on the phone. I talked to him like I had known him my whole life and vice versa." Months after her split from Ryan, Gypsy Rose shared a YouTube video announcing that she and her current boyfriend are expecting a baby. "I know the rumors have been flying around for quite some time now, and I'm happy to announce that I am 11 weeks pregnant. Ken and I are expecting our very first child come January 2025, she said at the time. "We're both very excited. This was not planned at all. It was completely unexpected, but we're both very excited to take on this new journey of parenthood," Gypsy added. Although many have rallied around the former inmate, some have voiced concerns about her past, wondering if she is truly ready to take on the responsibilities of motherhood. "I understand that with my past, there's gonna be a lot of people that kind of question if I even should be a mother or even have children in my care," Gypsy said on ABC after announcing her pregnancy. "I know that I'm not perfect. I know that I have made mistakes in the past, and I will probably make minor mistakes going forward. But at the same time, I do know right from wrong," she continued. "And learning from past mistakes is a growth that comes with time." Gypsy Rose Blanchard almost had an incredibly awkward encounter on Saturday night, September 21, while enjoying a date night with her boyfriend, Ken Urker, at the LSU Tigers game. As revealed on Blanchard's TikTok page, she and Urker threw on their purple gear to go and support the LSU Tigers in their game against the UCLA Bruins at the Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on Saturday evening. However, It turned out that Blanchard's ex-husband, Ryan Anderson, was also in attendance at the game. Fans picked up on the potentially uncomfortable meeting after Anderson mentioned he'd be at the game on his own TikTok page. "Did you see Ryan there too?" One commenter asked Blanchard. Fortunately for all involved, it appears the crisis was averted. "We didn't run into Anderson. It was so crowded," Blanchard responded. "I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game. It was like," she added alongside the covering eyes emoji. Blanchard married Anderson in 2022 while she was serving a 10-year prison sentence for her part in the murder of her mother, Dee Blanchard, who falsely claimed that Blanchard suffered from multiple medical issues. Following her release in December 2023, Blanchard moved in with Anderson. However, the Lifetime reality star announced she was filing for divorce in April. Since the split, Blanchard rekindled her romance with her ex-fiancé, Urker. Making matters even more awkward is the situation surrounding Blanchard's pregnancy. On July 9, Blanchard took to her YouTube channel to announce she and Urker were having a baby. However, there is a requirement to undertake a paternity test due to Louisiana state law because Blanchard and Anderson are still legally married. According to Louisiana state law, Anderson could be listed as the father on the birth certificate if the baby is born before their divorce is finalized. In August, TMZ reported that Blanchard and Anderson have decided to wait until after the baby is born to perform a paternity test, primarily due to money. As per the American Pregnancy Association, a paternity test before birth can cost between $400 and $2,000. A test after the birth costs between $150 and $200. Anderson previously told his followers that he'll take the DNA test, noting, "I don't have a choice. I hate being in this situation. I have to take a DNA test for court. The way the timeline matches up. I don't think it's mine, but I don't know. The DNA test is going to prove it. Crazier things have happened. I just don't know. I have my thoughts, and I have my opinions."
Gypsy Rose Blanchard experienced a close call when she almost ran into her ex-husband Ryan Anderson at a football match, as she attended the event with her current beau, Ken Urker. The duo documented their day on TikTok, donning purple to back the LSU Tigers in their clash against the UCLA Bruins, with Gypsy Rose actively cheering, "Go Tigers!" Complications rose when fans noted that Ryan had also mentioned being at the game on TikTok. One fan's comment highlighted the potential for an awkward encounter. "Did you see Ryan there too?" The tension surrounding the game escalated for Gypsy Rose Blanchard, shown through her responses on social media, as well as disclosures regarding her living situation and pregnancy struggles. Despite the risk of a run-in and the discomfort it induced, Gypsy Rose confirmed they managed to avoid any interaction, stating, "We didn't run into him, it was so crowded. I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game." Her unfinished sentiment underscored by an emoji spoke volumes about her state of mind. Notably, Gypsy Rose and Ryan's relationship, which began while she was incarcerated for her role in her mother's murder, ended in divorce earlier this year. Gypsy Rose has reunited with her ex-fiancé Ken, and the couple is now expecting their first child amidst a whirlwind of drama. According to state law, Ryan is understood to be the father due to the timing of the pregnancy, reports the Mirror US. Under Bayou state law, if a woman is married to someone who isn't the biological father at the time of conception or divorced for less than 300 days before the birth, her ex-husband is presumed to be the dad. A paternity test can clarify the biological father. Sources say Gypsy Rose and Ryan are holding off on the paternity test, with TMZ reporting they believe it will be easier and cheaper to wait. Pre-birth paternity tests can range from $500 to $2,000, while tests after birth are significantly cheaper, costing between $150 and $200. The 33-year-old Munchausen by proxy survivor became widely known for the shocking killing of her mother, Dee Blanchard, back in June 2015. Dee had falsely claimed that Gypsy had multiple serious illnesses, forcing her to undergo unnecessary treatments for years. In reality, Gypsy Rose was perfectly healthy and did not need to use a feeding tube or wheelchair. In 2015, after Dee began to tighten her control, feeling trapped and desperate, Gypsy conspired with her then online boyfriend to murder her mother. She spent 8 years in prison before being released in December 2023. After gaining her freedom, Gypsy has become a prominent figure in the media, doing interviews, releasing a book and documentary series. She has gained more than 10.2 million followers on TikTok, where she describes herself as an influencer, author, public figure. The couple cheered on the LSU Tigers during their September 21 game against the UCLA Bruins. Gypsy Rose Blanchard had a date night in the Big Easy. On Saturday, September 21, the expectant mother shared pictures on Instagram from her football game date with her boyfriend, Ken Urker. Go Tigers! LSU vs UCLA, Blanchard, 33, wrote, cheering on the Louisiana State University football team against the University of California at Los Angeles. She posted a selfie of her and Urker wearing LSU hats, purple shirts, and sunglasses. Blanchard also gave fans a glimpse of the game and a field-level view at Tiger Stadium. The Tigers defeated the Bruins 34-17. Days before the football date, Blanchard, who is pregnant with a girl, shared an update on her pregnancy, which involved some unexpected symptoms in her second trimester. I have started to feel her kick a lot. I have started to feel those movements, and I started to notice kind of her sleeping pattern, she said in a September 19 video shared on her YouTube channel. So I have noticed that she kicks a lot at night, anywhere from 9 o'clock at night to 11 o'clock at night, and she's calmer during the daytime. Blanchard added. She also shared that when she eats sweets, her baby becomes more active, and described feeling the kicks as magical and an exciting part of pregnancy. Symptoms are manageable. Overall, I think that I have a very good pregnancy, Blanchard concluded. I like to say that I'm blessed that things are going so well. So it was a relief to know that she's developing normally. It's a relief to know that I'm healthy as the mother. The moment you all have been waiting for. It's a girl, she wrote on Instagram at the time. Following her pregnancy announcement, the Gypsy Rose, Life After Lockup star spoke to People about motherhood and how she admires her stepmother Christy. I want to be kind, that my kids come to me for any kind of advice, just like my stepmother, Blanchard said in July. I have seen how she has parented her children, and I think she's a kick-ass mom. She's supportive and not overbearing. She added of Christy, she lets her kids find their dreams while also being able to pick up the pieces when those dreams fall apart sometimes. So that's kind of the mantra I want to live by. Gypsy Rose Blanchard narrowly avoided bumping into her ex-husband Ryan Anderson as she went to a football game with her boyfriend Ken Urker. Gypsy Rose took to TikTok to share a video from their fun day out as she wore all purple to support LSU Tigers as they took on the UCLA Bruins. Gypsy Rose and Ken filmed themselves walking to the stadium as she cheered and yelled, "Go Tigers!" Gypsy Rose then showed fans the crowded stadium, but it seems like she was on high alert as Ryan had also shared on TikTok that he was at the game. Fans were quick to point out the awkwardness, as one person commented, "Did you see Ryan there too?" Gypsy Rose responded to the fan and admitted she had been nervous about seeing Ryan. She explained, "We didn't run into him. It was so crowded. I didn't even know he was going until late last night after I got tickets to the game. It was like," she finished, adding a wide-eye emoji. Gypsy Rose and Ryan married in 2022, while she was still in prison for her involvement in the murder of her mother. However, their relationship wasn't meant to be, and she filed for divorce back in April. Gypsy Rose then reunited with her former fiancé, Ken, before the pair announced they are expecting their first child together. The pregnancy has been surrounded by chaos as Ryan is understood to be the father by their state's law. Bayou state law says if the mother of a child is married to someone who was not the biological father when the child was conceived, or has been divorced for less than 300 days at the time of birth, then her ex-husband is presumed to be the father. A paternity test can be used to prove who the father is. It's understood Gypsy Rose and Ryan have opted to delay taking the test. A source told TMZ the pair think it will be easier and cheaper to wait. A paternity test before birth can cost between $500 and $2,000, whereas a post-birth test costs between $150 and $200.